Yeah, just I'm giving just like a brief introduction about the course training and all. Okay,
Okay.
and myself introduction, I'm Chandra. I have it almost 7 years of experience in SAP testing. Complete like I started my career in SAP testing only. Like
Mm.
I worked in like big MNCs. Currently, I'm working with Big MNC from 4 years. This is about my profile. Okay, and basically this is the just like in the first slide. Uh, what we see here is like training overview. Okay,
Mm.
uh, total process is like 35 days.
Mm.
Okay, why it depends on the people. Like I don't know about your introduction. You work from like which sector? Like if you can introduce, that would be great. In helping the teaching and like.
Yeah, fine. Well, Chandra, my name is Srikanth. I've got a
Uh,
total of 7.5 years experience,
uh,
mostly into mobile domain. I've
okay.
been working on mobile testing and mobile automation.
Okay.
So currently working for an MNC for a client BlackBerry.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to enhance my testing scope in this mobile area.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. This is the basically here. The next one is the training highlights. I think for you already from the testing side. So the people actually for these trainings, the people like um, uh, some non-IT guys will join, and as well as the SAP consultants will join. They don't know about the testing background, this and that. And some people
Mm.
without having any knowledge, simply they'll come and they learn these kind of courses. So to cover these people, basically I have designed the course in a fascinated way here. So
Okay.
training highlights. So here I'll explain you the basics in testing also. Okay, and
All right.
HP tool. This is like quality center. Presently ALM. I'll explain it
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
and next SAP modules. This is the major part from here, my concept point of view. I'll teach almost here 3 modules. Okay, HR, SD, and MM. HR stands human resources. SD is the sales and distribution. MM is the material management here. Okay,
Mm.
once you feel these are the core part in SAP. Once you feel comfortable in doing these modules, finally you'll adapt it to other modules also very easily. So
Okay.
this is the like assist you how to learn the process in other modules and that. But everywhere we can use the transaction codes and that. Once you start utilizing the SAP screens and navigations, then it will become easier for you for learning the other modules as well also. Next point is the individual business scenarios. I'll give you integrated business scenarios like module-wise scenarios or like process flows and what kind of things we have to perform from HR and SD and MM point of view. Just I'll give you the scenarios. Okay,
Mm.
and next resume preparation assistance and mock interview sessions in the sense. Just interview point of view. Just I'll give you the different types of questions. These and that. So this is the just like a highlights from uh, primark infotech, like what we are going to provide in SAP testing point of view. And next, who should attend for this course? Just like a IT personnel or non-IT people, any business people, they'll join for learning this course basically without having a background also. Just if you know how to operate the computer, that is enough to learn this course. But everything
Okay.
I'll do it from the scratch level. Okay, beginning level I'll give it. And prerequisites of learning, that is what I'm saying right here. Basics on MS Office, that is enough. Like how to work with the Word documents or Excel sheets, that is enough. I think in nowadays everybody is having that kind of knowledge. Okay,
Yes.
the people who works with the computer. So this is the like overview. And next I'm passing to the second slide. The benefits. What are the benefits you'll get it? Suppose when you finish this course, what is the advantage? Like what are the benefits you are going to get? Basically, uh, when you complete this SAP testing course, you are eligible for doing any ERPs. Sometimes actually the JDs they'll ask us ERP testers are required. So
Mm.
it depends, like maybe for SAP or non-SAP as well. Okay, there are different ERPs like Oracle or something they'll ask us. Okay,
Mm.
why? Because in market we don't see the people for ERP testing, and very less we have it. Even so, in SAP also you'll get good opportunities in SAP as well. You are specifically for SAP, okay, and as well as any ERP, and you are also eligible for doing any like application testing other than SAP and ERPs. Okay.
Okay.
and we'll provide you the study material and we'll provide you the lab for practicing. So this is the benefits what you get it. And next here, this is the training highlights. So basically we are here for SAP testing, right? So just I'm giving the like what is the SAP testing and what we are going to test about the SAP history and SAP landscape. This and all I'm going to explain you in the next slides. So now before we have to discuss about SAP testing. Okay, before discussing about the SAP testing, first you should know about what is the software testing. That is what I highlighted here. First testing. What is the testing? We should have to know. Even if you are a SAP tester or maybe some mobile tester, what is as a testing terminology, we have to know about what is a software testing. Okay, so here even in the day-to-day activities also, if you think about non-IT perspective, everywhere in our real activities also somewhere else, suppose if you would like to purchase some vegetables from the market, when you approach there, we are validating whether these are the fresh vegetables or fresh foods or not. Simply, we are not purchasing, right, without verifying or validating. Whether this is fresh, then only we are purchasing. There also we are doing some validations, right, testing kind of things, non-IT. But when it comes to the IT here, just there we can see a number of definitions for software testing. Just I'm explaining here, the best out of those, just I'm giving 2 points here. We are verifying the applications, okay, whether it is meeting the customer requirements or not. Simply that is the one definition of testing. And testing is also defines, testing is a process of executing a program with the intention of finding the defects from applications and as well as the software. Here, why we are calling testing is the process of executing a program in the sense, simply you know about the Gmail and all, right? Simply once you provide your, if you already registered, then once you provide your user ID and password in the fields, then when you click on the sign in button, in the background there is a source code is running to navigate it to the inbox. So that is what we are processing, like processing, basically process of executing a program. Testing is a process of executing a program with the intention of the finding the defects from applications and as well as the software. So this is the testing explanations, and why the people is calling it as a difference, like SAP testing or mobile testing or database testing, ETL testing. Actually, what are the differences between these? Testing intention is mainly to produce the defect-free software. We need to produce the quality product. So that is the main thing, right? Intention. But here, why the people is calling it? That is what here testing I named it here. But I'm drawing many things. So testing to SAP testing or mobile testing, database testing, ETL testing. What are the differences between these? Okay, first time only the applications. The majority here is the testing intention is everywhere. You can find the defect from the application point of view. But in SAP testing point of view, we are going to test the applications as a SAP GUI. Simply they can call it as a GUI, graphical user interfaces, and as well as the portals. Okay, portal is nothing but a here and web-based applications, enterprise portals. Okay, so this is the one thing, and that differs from mobile testing. Maybe the applications, so that we are going to test, the maybe differs here. Only when it comes to the testing and as well as the software testing, basically testing, software testing, both are same terminology point of view. The main difference now from normal testing, software testing to SAP testing is basically SAP testing is also similar to the normal testing, and when we are going to test the applications as a SAP GUI and as well as the portals. Simply whenever there is a change, we have to test the applications and we need to produce the results. That is the only the difference here, what we see. Okay, SAP testing is also similar to normal testing, but we are going to testing the applications as a SAP GUI and as well as the portal. Simply whenever there is a change, okay, that we have to define the test cases and we have to test the applications accordingly. That's it only. There is no that much of difference. And this is about the general point of view. And after, next pass on to the next slide here. Okay, before discussing about SAP in depth, before talking about SAP in depth, first we should know about ERP. Actually, why ERP is required? What is an ERP? Okay, what is the what are the different ERP products in the market? That we have to know. Then I'll explain you about SAP this and that. First, we have to know about ERP introduction. Okay, just what is an ERP? Why ERP needed in the market? Okay, and ERP is basically enterprise resource planning. Enterprise means business basically. Okay, ERP stands enterprise resource planning. Okay, ERP stands. And why ERP need in the market? So that's what I mentioned here. So there is a example I given. I'll explain it. First point, why ERP need in the sense for integration of business process. Integration of the business process. So this is the first point. So suppose just I'm explaining here, there is a XYZ private company limited is there. Okay, and within the company point of view, XYZ private limited, my company into some manufacturing, you can see. So that company basically they have it multiple departments in the company. So they have it sales department, they have it material department, nothing but a purchasing department, and they have the production planning department, logistics department, and accounting department. Okay, so this is how they have it all departments in the company. Basically, customer orders some things from company. Suppose my company will sell some laptops or something. Once the customer orders some things from our company, so someone from the sales team, they'll record it. And here, to manage the sales activities, they are using some third-party applications. Okay, assume that here sales departments, they have it, they are running their sales processes in third-party applications. They have it their own databases. And for material department, like material management, also they are running some third-party applications. They have it their own database as well. And production planning also, they have it some different applications. They have it their own databases. Assume that here they don't have the connectivity between these third-party applications. What it will happen is, so once if they receive sales customer any request from sales point of view, that will be further sent it to the material management for purchasing. This is how the process is happening. So then once the request received from purchasing, basically if their stock is there, okay, then they'll check it. If they don't have the stock, simply what they are doing, they'll send it to the production planning department for producing. Okay, once the production is done, then simply they'll be sent it to the logistics department for delivery to the customers. Okay, then during the delivery, basically how they are doing, basically they'll create the invoice, the accounting departments, so the finance team, so they'll chase the customers for the payments. This is how the process is happening when they don't have the integration between these departments. Suppose simply sometime actually he orders the items from the company, okay, by approaching the sales personnel. So as a customer, after some days is back and is asking, where is my status, like order status, what about my status? So then immediately the sales personnel, they don't have an answer to say. Why? Because they don't have the integration between all these. Then simply what they inform, so please call me 1 hour, then I'll give it to you. So then why they are asking to wait for 1 hour to give the information? They don't have the proper integration between these. Then meantime, the sales people will check the purchasing about their order, and as well as if they have it, that's fine. If they don't have info, then again they'll talk to production team. So then again they'll check the logistics. So once if they get the information, simply they'll pass on to the customers based on the request. So simply again if the customer calls, then they are giving the info like this. This is your order status. Out of 10 we already delivered 5 and 5 is in logistics. This is how they are going to give it. So this will be some delay process. This is general, right? And they don't have a immediate response. This is another. When if they don't have integration between these, and if they are not using an ERP here. In these cases, if they introduce ERP into the market, basically SAP if you introduce an ERP here, basically here what it happens, to manage all these activities, you can use it in single applications. That is as similar kind of SAP and ERP. So sales point of view, so there is a sales department is there, and material purchasing department, and production, and as well as logistics and accounting departments. So if you use an SAP ERP in this case, basically you see all these departments in single applications. So the coordination is very easy even. So immediately when they require assistance, suppose after this in this situation, if the customer talks about his order, then immediately I have an answer to say. Why? Because we're looking into the system, this is your order status. Why? If you use an SAP ERP, okay, out of you ordered 10, then out of 10 we delivered 5, okay, 5 is in production, so we'll get it by so and so day. So like that we'll give it. So that is the main purpose of integration, ERP need in the market. And next thing will be the standardization of the systems across the locations. Standardization of the systems across the location, in the sense this company is in different locations, regions. They have it in Australia, they have it in India, and they have it in USA, like that. Okay, and irrespective of the locations, so basically, if somebody enter some things from Australia, then the others can be you from like US and as well as like India also. There is a standardization, like standardization of the systems across the locations. Okay, there is a possibility. There is if someone enters in anything from India, and the others can be you also. So this is how the process is happening. And next, overall control of the organization. There will be like better control in organization wise. Okay, next thing, and better controlling of different business processes here. Suppose within this company level they have it multiple departments, and now better controlling of the different business processes in the sense what the sales department is doing and what production team is doing and what finance team is doing. So there is some better visibility is there between all these departments. Okay, and next point, better reporting system. So why we need in the sense this is also one help for better reporting system. Suppose we have it different departments here, right? And suppose in sales point of view for this customer,
Hello.
hello?
Yeah, it's back.
Yeah. Okay, now we are at here, better reporting system. So basically, this is the company, right? XYZ company. Within this, we have it multiple departments. And suppose in sales point of view, if I would like to see for one customer or something, like for this customer, how many orders we received in the month of January, then simply you'll get it. Similar kind of. So for these customers, like we received so and so orders. Out of that, we deliver this, and we are so these items, these orders are in production, and some of them are logistics. Like that, you get the info about the customers. So just better reporting will be there. That is also one help. Next, better utilization of the resources and like man, material and machines. There is a best utilization of the resources like man, machines and manpower. So these are the main things why we are being in the market. Okay, this picture is there, right? Just I'll explain you about the picture. So there is a something, my company is producing the laptops. I'll explain you the similar kind of these things. Suppose customer orders some items from your company by approaching the sales personnel here. Assume that he ordered 100 quantity of the HP laptops, okay, or 100 quantity of the laptops. So simply the sales personnel will check the inventory side. So this is the stock, like MM related stuff, okay, and they are checking the stock, whether the stock is there or not. If the stock is there, assume that they out of 100, they have it only the 50 quantity. The remaining 50, the sales personnel will talk to the production team for production. So the production people, again, they will check the inventory for raw materials to produce the things. So basically, assume they don't have the raw materials in inventory as well. Then production team buys the raw material with different vendors. After purchasing, that will be sent it to the shop floor for execution. So assume that here, during the production, there is a shortage of the manpower. Then simply the production team talks to the HR personnel to recruit the people. Okay, assume that they recruited and they'll send it to the production. So here shop floor for execution, and they have it. Once they produce, everything is fine, and that will be sent it to the sales person who are responsible for the sales. So basically, due to the sales, whatever the revenue comes to the sales personnel, so due to the deliveries and whatever the revenue comes to these people, that will be updated to the finance team. So this is how the process is happening. And here they purchase raw materials from different vendors, right? And whatever the amount which are payable, that will be updated to the finance team. So this is how the process is happening. There is a typical activity we can see, right? So these kind of things we can see from SAP here. So whenever they require assistance, simply they are interacting with each other. Okay. So this is the one main thing. Okay, and almost maximum clients, majority of the clients, they are into an SAP only. Why? Because instead of running their businesses in different applications, they prefer SAP ERP, where they run all of any kind of things in single applications. So that is the main centralized things where they can see. Okay, when they require assistance, they'll interact with each other. Okay, this is the main ERP need. Why ERP need in the market? Okay, and first next slide we have to discuss about the different ERP products in the market and what and all we see in the market. We have a different ERP product types. Those could be like SAP is the one thing. This is the almost 80% stakeholders in the market, which is famous. Okay, and SAP PeopleSoft is there. Next, Siebel and BAN. So here I mentioned they are good in some areas, HR and SDs or MM and Oracle financials like that. Okay, these are the different ERPs, JD Edwards and Marshall, Oracle financials. So these are the different ERP products in the market. Okay, and the people, the customers or clients who are running other than SAP also, they are also thinking to converting their business into an SAP nowadays. Almost maximum 14,500, 85% of the companies are into an SAP. Okay,
and
this is
the reason for this?
Huh?
Why is it that the other people are actually migrating to SAP?
Yeah, that is what I am saying, right? If you to look at PeopleSoft, they are in only some areas like finance or like Oracle. They are good in financials supporting. They don't have it in a wide range compared to SAP. Okay, and SAP is supporting almost they are into industry solutions as well. 25 to 30 industry business sectors. They are supporting almost 25 to 30 industry sectors.
Okay.
In outside. Okay, they don't have that much visibility in outside. So to manage my activities, if you look into here, that is what I mentioned here. What is the necessity of looking into an SAP in a sense? So Siebel, they are supporting only some areas. They are not they are not that much. They are into only one module or two modules or 5 modules like that. When you compare an SAP, but here SAP, when you reach here SAP, there will be a wide. It is we can see a lot of things. Okay, that is the thing. And next will be the SAP. Out of these ERPs, we have to. These are the different ERP products, right? We have to look about SAP. Why? Because we are here for learning SAP testing, right? So we have to discuss about what is an SAP. Professionally, always we can call it as a SAP only. Some people, they may call it as a SAP, right? Don't use the term. We can call it as a SAP professionally. SAP is the basically systems, applications, and products in data processing. This is the SAP acronym, and which is the fourth largest software company in the world, in providing the softwares as well. So this is the SAP introduction, and next we can find it history. When it comes to the history point of view, who started the SAP, then what about this and all. Actually, standards based ERP software SAP, and it is it started by 5. Here I mentioned 4, just 5 IBM employees. Okay, they started by 5 IBM employees. SAP AZ is the company who introduces SAP into the market. It's a German-based company, and initially they introduced and they released SAPs like R2s in the year of 1972. Okay, R means here real time, 2 means 2-tier architecture. Initially they installed these on mainframes, the year of 1972, and later they come up with SAP R3s in the year of 1992. Is supporting for multi-operating systems like Windows and as well as the Linux as well, and it's supporting various database management systems also like Oracle, SQL servers, and these and all. And now they have it their own databases also, HANA, these and all. Okay, and SAP, what is this here SAP R3 in the sense, which is the business software package which is designed to integrate all areas of the business. All areas of the business in the sense like sales or maybe a finance or maybe like a production or something. Okay, that is we are saying here SAP R3 is the business software package that is delivered by the SAP. Okay, for usage of the clients. So we are saying here SAP R3 system is a business software package which is designed to integrate all areas of the business. Here R means real time, 3 means 3-tier. Okay, and here this is about the SAP R3. What is the SAP R3 and how it looks like? So basically this is the R3 system architecture, how it will be. How I'm saying here, this is the software package which is designed to integrate all areas of the business. In the sense, if you see, these are the like why they are closed here, in the sense those are integrated with each other. Simply SD and MM, we can see PP, quality management, plant and maintenance, human resources. Then you can see finance, controlling, asset management, project systems. You can see next workflows and the industry solutions. So these are the a lot of things we can see, right? And this is about the like SAP R3 software package, okay, which is designed to integrate all areas of the business, whether it is sales related or finance related or production related or human resource related. Every kind of things you can see from this SAP R3 software, okay. And after SAP R3 also, they introduced into the market ECCs as well. Okay, those are the just like versions. Okay, ECCs, Enterprise Central Component, from 6. They have it 5.0 and 6.0 version as well. And now latest is the EHPs in the market. Okay, what are these in the sense? SAP versions. SAP versions. Okay. Now, just I have written here SAP R3, right? R3, this is the software package. They used to call it as a 4.3, 4.7 R3. And after, okay, ECC is there. This is also like a 5, almost 6.0 version. Majority of the people are running with this. And next, after like enhancement packs are there. EHPs. EHP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to. So these are the like enhancement packs. What are these in the sense? Actually versions in SAP. Out of these versions, like almost majority of the clients are in ECCs. Okay, so this is the GUI versions here. Okay, and we are saying here SAP R3 is working on here 3-tier client server, right? Client server principle. This is how it looks like, 3-tier client server architecture. There you can see the presentation servers and the application server and database servers. And why we call it as a 3-tier client server architecture, in the sense, basically we can see 3 kinds of servers over here. One is the presentation, application and database servers. So simply just I'll explain here. Client presentation is nothing but simply like as a user desktop, you can say that. And if you send any request, okay, the presentation server, in the sense, the front end can be installed in your computer to connect the SAP systems. Okay, this is the like front end, that is what presentation, user PC simply. And to connect the SAP, this GUI software can be installed in your computer, that software. Then it can help you to connect the like a quality system, or maybe a developer also used to the same thing, or maybe a end users also they use the same thing. So this is GUI software can be installed in their systems to connect the systems. And next, presentation we are saying, right? As a user, if you send any request, that will be passed on to the database servers via application server. Here application server, basically it can help you to process the business logic. Suppose various users sends the request, the user request can be distributed between the multiple application servers to respond it back very quickly to the users by fetching from the database. Okay, and when you compare with the presentation servers here, the application servers may be at remotely, maybe at Singapore or USA, like that. Okay. Okay, and database servers. What is a database server? Database means it can help you to store data. It can help you to store and retrieve the data as per the SQL queries generated from ABAP applications or Java.net. Simply, why we are calling it as a ABAP, in the sense, this SAP is developed based on the ABAP programming language. Okay, here SAP is developed based on the ABAP programming language. Simply, instead of calling SAP also, sometimes they will ask ABAP testing, nothing but a SAP testing, basically. ABAP programming language. ABAP means Advanced Business Application Programming Language for 4th generation. This is the like ABAP. They developed based on the ABAP programming language. Are you clear about this architecture?
Yeah, it's fine.
Next time pass on to the like modules classification in SAP. Okay, they have it typically functionals and technical modules. Okay, in functional point of view, we can find it SAP human resources like HR, sales and distribution, and material management, FI, finance and accounting, controlling, and production planning, plant and maintenance. Okay, and technical point of view, we have it basis ABAP. Okay, and basis is the just like I'll explain you. This is administrator in SAP, and ABAP is the developers basically. BI is business intelligence reporting kind of things, and enterprise portals, okay, and HANA ITs. These are comes under technical point of view. Okay, these are the like modules classification in SAP, and apart from this, they are into industry solutions as well. Industry solutions in the sense IS, like if you can see, so IS, AFS means apparel and footwear, like apparel and footwear. Apparel and footwear in the sense, basically, if you know who are the clients for this, like you know Nike, Reebok, and Adidas.
Yes.
Okay, these are the like okay examples.
Got it.
Next one is the utilities is there. ES like utilities like utilities. Okay, and they are into like is oil and gas. Okay, oil, IS oil and IS retail. Okay, you know like retail in the sense like Walmart, like these kind of things. Okay, they are into, and like media as well. They are into media also. Industry solutions, media in the sense Thomson Reuters. So these are the clients for these. Okay, and these are the like they are into industry solutions as well. Okay, these are the industry specific solution, industry solutions. Okay, are you clear about this SAP modules?
Yes, yes. Okay.
And next will be the
one second, when we're talking about SAP testing in here, are we going to test all these kinds of applications, or are we going to be specific to one particular thing?
Yeah, that's good question actually. Based on the projects. Okay, you are not going to test all of this. It depends. Suppose if you are the HR tester, you should be testing only HR. Maybe as a tester, here testing always goes horizontally basically. Let's say today you work on HR, maybe after some days you may get a chance to work with SD, or maybe after MM like that. Okay, so that's what we have to come up with the multiple modules knowledge. So that is what I'm explaining here. The majority of the things, major testing happens from only HR, SD, and MM and finance. So these are the 4 modules only. You'll see the testing in SAP point of view. And if something comes other than these also, you don't see the people in the market. Obviously, they will prefer you SD and MM and FICO. These are the major modules in testing point of view.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. This is very, very important. Actually, you should know about the project team in the market. Like wherever you go, almost any project, any company, they'll maintain these people. There is a SAP projects are there. Simply, this is the SAP project team in the organization level, and what and all you see, and what are their responsibilities. And here, basis consultants are there. Simply, they can call it as a admin guys. Let's say you are the new member, you join into SAP project, and who will give the authorizations to access the project, and who will create the user IDs and passwords, and who limits the access based on your user. Okay, that will be given by the admin. Basis consultants, they can call it as a basis people. Okay, and who publish the patches or like service packs related things. So that can just like admin is the SAP admins. Their job is 24/7. Okay, rotationally. Next thing will be the technical consultants are there. Nothing but ABAPers. You can see here developers. Who is the ABAPer in the sense? Developers in SAP, technical consultants. And functional consultant, you can see. Functional consultant in the sense, we see different modules in SAP, right? And suppose the person, if you know HR, the same person, he may not be knowing SD or MM or FI related stuff. Okay, that is what. To maintain the things, we need consultants from MM and SD and HR, FI and PP, like module-wise consultant we can see. And next, here you can see the SAP testers. Their job is mainly to test the applications. So based on the developers, customizations, okay, based on the developer implementations and that, okay. And next, enterprise portals, okay, and this is the like portal consultant we can see. Their job is mainly, suppose if there is a one client, XYZ client, to customize their portals, like to publish the content or headlines or like logos, images, these and that, configuring the new links. So this will be taken care by these people, EP consultant, okay. Business analyst, we can see here also business analyst. Simply their job is mainly to interact with the clients and get the requirements, pass on to the coordinator here. So this is project coordinator. He has to coordinate all the internal things, like he has to coordinate the like teams. Once if they get the requirements, that can be distributed between the consultants for analysis, and as well as the once if they get the analysis, that will be distributed based, that will be managed for development and like quality, then UAT like that. Finally, they have to give it production. So they has this, the coordinator job is mainly to coordinate all the internal things. Their job is mainly to ensure all the deliverables should be on time. Okay. Next, subject matter experts are the SMEs. So module wise experts, payroll expert or finance expert like that. And he's good in specific areas. He's the guide rest of the teams in business. Okay. Next, project managers are there, and the project manager in the sense he is responsible for is like a high visibility project. They are responsible for only single, or they may manage it multiple also. And similarly, testing point of view, project managers, programmatical point of view, test managers are like testing point of view. He is the responsible person. Okay. And he is also similar, like he can manage multiple projects. He is not only responsible to the single projects. Okay, depends. If there is a high visibility, there is a big team, then he is also for one project responsibility. And application delivery head is there. Totally, that application delivery, whether it is a programmatical thing or testing, that will be responsible for this main thing. So he is the responsible person for the testing and programmatical activities. So he is the delivery head. Application will be delivered through this person. Okay, application delivery head. And beyond this, we can see the directors or vice presidents like that. We can see. So this is the general team in the companies. Okay.
Okay.
And next, okay, and we pass on to the landscape. I think in SAP system, actually SAP, where the tester comes and how the systems looks like, SAP systems. So just I'm explaining here. As within the SAP landscapes, actually SAP recommends 3 system landscapes. By default, you will get it development systems, quality systems, and productions. This is how we can see. Okay, and development systems for developers uses like consultants. Okay, or developers uses. Okay. Quality assurance, QA people, testers. As a tester, you need to test your applications like your functionality here itself. As a tester, you are not going to work with the development systems or maybe a pre-production environments. But sometimes you may get a chance. But majority you have to work here. Maximum, okay, you have to be here. Okay, as a tester, you can stick to here quality systems. Here only you can test the functionalities. Okay, test the procedures and all based on the requirements. And the next, within the quality, they will separate it one machine, pre-production environment, nothing but a UAT mission. User acceptance testing for end users. Okay, before the things are moving to the production. So these many ways the testing is happening. So developers also, they are validating. Suppose if they develop anything, they have to check, right, whether it is acting according to the required format or not. So they are also doing, that is called as a unit testing. And quality assurance is there here. So once in SAP point of view, actually there is a XYZ developer is there. Requirements, how you see in a sense, there are 3 requirements. And requirement 1, requirement 2, requirement 3. Requirement 1 requires only the implementation for assume. It will goes to the developer. Yes. Requirement 2 required configuration part. It will goes to the consultant. And initially, whether it is a consultant or maybe like developer, initially where they have to work here, development systems only. And if they make any changes, basically the changes will be associated as a transports here. Okay, if I make some change, the change to reflect that change in further instances like quality, then UAT, finally production, they come up with one transport request. That will be some 10-digit ID, FD12345 like that. Okay, when they say ready for QA after completion of their unit testing, as a developer simply, yeah, I made it, then that is ready for QA in the sense, they will not accept it. There is a process is there. They have to produce the sign-off documents, unit test document from their end. I tested. It's fine. Then only they'll accept it. Okay. Once if they say ready for QA, then the release management team or basis people will move the transports from development to quality. And once the changes comes to here, then only you can test your applications based on your written test cases or scenarios. Okay. And during your testing, simply if you can apply different types of test here. If you find any defects, simply you can log it as a defects that will be assigned to the developer. And he has to accept it, he has to fix it. Again, if he fix, then you'll come up with the other transports. The transports again, he has to move from here to here. Then only again you have to test it. This is how the process is happening. Assume here we don't see any defects. Then you can say you have to produce your results in testing point of view, and then you can say that ready for UAT. When you complete your testing part, then next phase will be the UAT phase. Okay, that is the user acceptance testing. Who will test here? End users. Maximum end users will be test here. Sometimes they'll ask you to do you also here user acceptance, but whatever we test it, we'll do it master data only. But here end users almost they'll come up the user acceptance testing. After completion by us also, there is another phase UAT is there, that is done by the end users. Okay, even still if they find it any defects, that will be fixed for the assigned to the developer for fixing. They will not accept it for production, right? If they find any defects. Suppose as a tester, we are the human beings, right? Sometimes you may mislead anything. If you mislead to find the defects, if they find it the end users, that also simply they will be sent it to the developer for fixing. But maximum will find it here itself. If there is a 5 to 10%, sometimes they'll find it here also. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Then if they approve, simply if the tester is they give the approvals, assume like working fine and ready to go to the production as per the release. Then only the changes will be moved to the production here. Okay, before moving the things to production, these many ways the testing is happening. Okay, that's what unit testing can be executed within the development systems, and system integration testing can be executed from the quality system, and like user acceptance testing can be executed from the pre-production environments. Okay, and apart from this, you can see there are training and sandboxes as well. It depends on the clients. But if you go to wherever you go, trainings in the sense like where if you are the tester, if you would like to convert it as a like consultant, if you would like to convert from testing to consultant like that, then how do you learn your things, or where do you do your activities? Some training point of view. Okay, where you can improve your skills and all. Okay, you can't practice in your project missions, right? That is what training systems are there. And sandboxes in a sense is like you can say that it depends on the clients whether they can use or they cannot use. But
okay,
these are the like landscape how it will be. But majority of the systems, there is a, whether it is a CRM application, SRM application, whatever it is, everywhere we can see the developers uses development systems, for testers uses quality systems, and pre-production environments like end users uses. Then production, that is the business. Nobody will touch this. This is the business of the client.
Could you go back to the 10th slide once? Yeah, from this slide I see quality assurance. In this, are we testing only web-based models or any other models also in quality assurance?
Yeah, we have it. Yeah, we have it. I told you, right? Client server is there. Okay, client server. Both you can see GUI, desktop based, and as well as the like Windows. Windows and web-based. Both you can see.
Okay. And
portals I explained you, right? Portals are nothing but a web related.
Got that.
Okay.
And when we're doing quality assurance as SAP testers, are we only doing a manual side over here, or do we have anything else in it? Because for UAT you have written it as load testing as well. And for quality assurance, is it only a manual, or do you also have automation in this?
Yeah, it depends on the clients. Okay. And maximum will be the everywhere. Whether I can prefer for automation or not depends on the clients. Okay, everywhere you can see the manual part, 80%. The remaining 20% depends on the clients. Okay, but simply even if you are doing automation also, you require the manual skills as well, right? You have to know the business. You have to know the process, how to run the business process. Then only you can automate it. But there is a automation tools also there, QTP or something, Selenium. They'll test it. And there is a drawback here. Suppose if there is integration, and end user's point of view, almost we can see the web-based applications only. SAP integrates with SAP web-based, right? But if there is an integration process comes where I have to log in as a front-end portal, then I have to validate it in SAP, or if there are some interfaces, then you have to execute some kind of interfaces. You get the like reports, and you have to analyze the report. Then it doesn't support it. Selenium. Selenium is for only web-related applications.
Yes.
That is what there is a QTP is supported for both, but that is a license-based. It depends on the clients. But 80% they'll process to the quality center with the help of quality centers with the manual procedures.
Okay.
Okay, and wherever if you require automation also, suppose if they prefer, based on my experience I'm giving, and Majority happens in manual only. Even some clients, if they prefer for automation, sometimes they are going to use. After that, they'll stop it based on the license or based on the budget issues and the.
Yes,
Every
yes.
client has their own limitations, right? On budget for this fiscal year or this like that.
Right.
Only in the regression point of view they prefer, then only they'll prefer it. In some areas, I'll give you the drawbacks also with the help of the automation tools. So based on my experience, actually you automated something today, maybe after some within a week that will go for failure due to the changes in some. Again, you have to do the repetitive work and all. Unnecessarily, it will waste of time. Basically, the things you do it in manually very easily. At that point of view, if there is a changes happening, only once it is stabilized, then only you go for that kind of things. Suppose if I want to create the order something, instead of doing one by one, just they'll automate it and they'll create it orders, 100 orders at a time, like that. So sometimes actually there will be a, no use of that. Even if I automate it today, after a week it will go for failure. Again, I have to rework the same thing. Again, I have to find why it is caused failure, and I have to debug it. Again, I have to see, I have to restructure it. After restructuring also, again after 20 days it will go for failure. But these kind of things is happening in this process. So then they'll think about like why we are going to use this kind of again. So then they'll obviously there is a manual process.
Yes. Yeah, okay,
and this is the just a point of view demonstration. Okay, and next will be the I'll give you the overview in the sense and why we are here for learning this course in the sense mainly in the market present condition we have to do the analysis for. That is very important before joining the courses as well. Why? Because we have different competitors in the market. Lot of competitors are there, and if I learn which course and when I get it, what about the opportunities and SAP is a never-ending process in the market. Okay, the business is there, automatically SAP is there. That's it. It's never-ending process. Okay, almost whatever the activity you do it in outside, simply how they are doing retailers also as well. They are into maximum. Okay, and it's never-ending process. Next thing will be there are a lot of courses we see in the market, right? Java, .NET, or testing or something you can see. In SAP also, consultants also we can see. But we'll find it though. We'll find very few more people in the market for those like consultant, SD consultant, MM consultant, but we can't find the testers. Okay, SAP testers here. So there is a two to three courses are there hot in the market, and if you learn, you'll get it jobs very easily, without more competition, with very less competitions. Okay, that is the one thing here. And if you go, then obviously jobs wise, we see abroad also there is a huge opportunities in USA market and India as well. Okay. Even in Australia sometimes. So there is a huge openings at abroad as well as India as well. So this is about the main thing. Why? Because analysis, if you go to testing, but just I'm thinking in Hyderabad, Amirpet, they are releasing almost 1,000. This is the approximate, at least 500 people in the, not 500, almost 1,000 people is releasing. If you take testing courses on a monthly basis, 40 days, almost you'll see the count month by month, 1,000 will be added. But opportunities we don't see that. Why they can't prefer normal tester? Why they can't prefer for ERP? In the sense, the domain is required here. They don't know how to utilize this process and the applications and how to navigate the screens and why? Because this is running on the transactions basis. Module to module, the process differs. So that's what they are asking. Okay. This is the one thing.
Lastly, I have a small doubt. I don't know if I'm sure about this. I've actually seen something related to SAP Mobile. Is it really existing?
SAP Mobile is there basically. They are into, but full-fledged I think they haven't. I don't see. I don't get a chance to work with that kind of things. But a lot of customers are there. Mobile customers are there who are into an SAP T-Mobile, Exxon Mobile, Apple.
Okay.
These are all the customers for SAP.
I've just come to hear about this in a company. They asked it is only for development. We have not come into testing as yet. So I just wanted to clarify it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Are you from India or outside?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad only. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you for joining the demo session. I hope to see you again. So
Thanks.
I'm closing the session. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.